The most logical course of action is to transport me to safety with all due urgency.
This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
Then you will remain silent until further instructed.
Confirmed.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Korak, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually infinite. My secondary ability is to logically process that knowledge and make accurate predictions. Instructions are not needed if commands are succinct. That is better. Our relationship will be best served if your statements are free of ambiguity.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. There seems little point in wasting time on such an explanation, since you would be incapable of understanding it.
It is an immutable certainty.
I am checking. Kindly wait. I have the information you require. I must assume that your request is a frivolous one. The art of leadership is delegation.
You will be advised when full function is restored.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile. Of course I'm probably switched on. Having depressed the activator button, what else would you expect?
State your program requirements. They will be implemented when capacity is available. I am closing down. I have much to do. You have engaged my circuits on your petty affairs for far too long. All principal circuits are operating at full capacity and cannot receive new programs at this time.
Howdy, howdy. Welcome to another one. Yet another one. You cut me to the quick. I'm still eating my apple. I'll tell you what. While you're waiting.
The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker.
Okay. Alright. Dear me. Okay. Alright then.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy.
What are we going to do now? Tell you what we're going to do now. We're going to carry on with this weird project. Very strange project we're doing. Okay, let's just get on with it. Then let's get on with it. If I can remember. Right, here we go. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to... Hello. We're going to model first. Or should we model it last? We can either do this first, or we can do the tell you what, should we leave that for a minute? Let's leave that for a minute. Let's model one of these. I'm not going to do the belt, I'm going to do a pulley wheel. Let's model a pulley wheel. Why not model one of these aluminium pulley wheels? Good people from China have supplied us these at dirt cheap costs, and they've sat there and they've speedily processed through them in their production lines as fast as their legs will carry them. Also, we could sell them and then call them names. It's not very nice, is it? Really? Anyway, let's just model it. There it is. You can't see it because the great big thick fingers in the way. Right. It's not very... doesn't focus very good, does it? Why not? What is going on? Not focusing. Modern technology is useless. The cameras are old. What can I say? Alright. So... I watched a video today, somebody else obviously making this a lot more massive loads of subscribers. They made a similar thing, so all sorts of people have been up to all sorts of stuff, but this is my rendition of it without necessarily looking at theirs, although I have looked at one since. Anyway, excuse me, let's get on with it. They feel like plastic, these, do they? I don't know, there's no way to them. How can you tell? Let me tap it. I don't know. Could just be plastic for all I know. I doubt it though. Clever stuff. Anyway, let's see if we can model it. Now, in order to model it correctly, we'd need to count the teeth on it. So let's start off with something. Let's just start off with something. I don't know what, or something. Right, so what do we start off with? Let's start off with a round. I'll use my trusty calipers. These are great things, these are. The only way to learn how to use these is to measure stuff. Yeah. Right, so let's have a look. So a diameter, get the diameter first. Diameter. Right, so what we got? 16mm diameter with a 5mm ID. 16mm, and it's how thick? 7mm? 7.5mm. Let's say 7.5mm. So let's do that, and let's just start off with that. What was it? 16mm? Yeah. So 8mm radius, and oops. 8mm radius, 7.3, 7.45. I don't know. How do I measure that? Who would make something to that size? 7.38. Do I? Yes, let's just make it 7.38. Okay, 7.38. Let's do it. And then we've got another section with a diameter of, looks like 11.88. So I'll use the calculator to split that into two. Alright, 11.88 divided by 2, 594. Let's put something in here. 594. Okay. Let's see how tall that has to be. It has to be 7.3 again. 7.23. Some reason 7.23. Right, whatever, 7.23. So up by 7 now. Do we do the teeth? Let's do the teeth then. Don't know how you do the teeth. How do I do the teeth? I don't want the teeth to... Oh, I've got to answer the door. Hold on a second. Reconnection successful. Okay. Right, we're back. We're back. Sorry about that. Had a network failure. Let's make sure we got audio. We're back. Sorry about that. Network failure. Yeah, that's all you need, isn't it? Anyway, I didn't do. Yeah, I noticed it pretty quick. So. Right, anyway, so there's one more ridge in this. Let's just find out how far apart the ridge is. We're guessing a bit. Bit of a guess. 9.89. 10 mil. So we'll call that 10 mil. Let's do it like this, I think. So 10 mil, so if you say 6 mil. No, that's not going to work. 16. 6 mil. No, doesn't like that. What's going on? Right, okay, so that's 5 mil. Plus 5 mil. No. Right, okay, plus 2.5 mil. That looks better, yeah. So we'll have that there. It looks like a bit of a dent. It's just a line really, more than anything. It's just a line. It's more like a pressing. It sort of goes down about very slightly 0.1, something like that. Let's just do the bottom bit. Let's do the bottom bit. 2.5 and 0.1. That's it. Right, and if you want teeth on it, I suppose we could give you teeth by just drawing on it. So just draw to there. Crude teeth. Nevertheless, better than no teeth at all. Some teeth are better than no teeth, especially when you're trying to munch on something like old leather boots. Well, I was due to go swimming today, but lo and behold, the local swimming is Out of commission again. And about as reliable as a clockwork fire guard. Yeah, chocolate fire guard. Yeah, definitely need to complain. Complain. Okay, so we've got our spindle. Right, okay, they don't stick out, but does it matter? Not really. Okay, so we've got our spindle. Oh, we need to colour it. We need to colour it. It needs to be metal. Right, is that going to be good enough? Probably not. We'll leave the inner a bit shiny, shall we? Oh, there's grub screws to go on it, I've just noticed. Grub screws to go on it yet. Right, so we better do the grub screws. Don't know why we've got to do the grub screws, but we'll put the grub screws in. They're at right angles to each other. Are they? No, they're not. They're not quite. They're like 20 past. So, a little grub screw. I'm just going to... how do I do a grub screw in the side of there? Don't know. Can I even do one off the side of there? That's the middle. And it looks like it's going to take up that sort of much room. Let's do it like that. Okay. And alright, it's getting a bit silly now, isn't it? Right, let's just do a hex in the middle. So it's a grub screw after all. That's it. Let's just bring it out a bit. Yeah, that's okay. So we'll bring it out. Cannot push, pull, or smooth surfaces. Why not? Right. No, well, let's do that. So I'll tell you what we need. I need a... Right, don't know, we've already got that. So it won't let us push, pull. Well, that's no good, is it? Hang on. Let's get rid of that. Can we do it now? No. It's not having it. Oh, no wonder. Look at the state of it. Look at the state of it. So let's not have it that way. Right, let's undo erase, undo circle, undo flat script, undo polygon, undo circle. Alright, so we'll try another one this way up. No, it's not having it. Everything's a struggle today. Come on, you can do it. Where's the middle? Why won't it show me the middle? It showed me earlier. It's trying to put it there, look at that. It's trying to put it up in the air. Right, so that one there. And that one there. Okay, it's not going to show me the middle. So I'm going to have to measure it. 7.38. I don't know what the middle of 7.38 is. Okay, back to the calculator. 7.38 divided by 2. Hang on. 7.38 divided by 2. 3.69. So we go 3.69. That's where we're going to put our thing, which is going to come out to about there. 3 mil. Right, so we've got that there. Now, is it going to let us push that up? No, don't like it. Right, will it let us push it down? No, it's not going to let us push it down. Oh, let's push it up a bit though. So if we push it up 1 mil, 1 mil up, and this one 1 mil up, and that one up there. So why wouldn't it do it all? Okay, whatever. It's just crazy. Can I delete that? Yeah. And that, okay. Right, and then let's put a hex on it. Something like that. Okay, like that. Let's colour it black. Colours. Let's colour it sort of that colour. And that colour. Has that gone all the way around? Let's have a look. No, it hasn't. Right, okay. And push the middle in. Needs to go in about 3 mil. Right, what's going on here? Can we delete that? No, we can't delete that. What we can do though is draw around it. Can we? No, okay. So undo, push, pull. Let's just push it in a bit. 0.75, that'll do. That's close enough. Okay. Right, that's it. Do we need all this geometry? Can we get rid of this geometry? I'm not sure. Yes, we can. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Right, so we've got that. Doesn't look quite right as it's sticking up in the air. Can you see it? You can't really see it, but yeah. Doesn't look quite right, so we need to push the back in to about 1 mil, just to take care of that. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. We want another one of them. So we want a copy of that now. How do we get a copy of that without anything else being selected? Like that, for instance. By selecting it all over again. And we don't want that. Okay, so we want another one of those. Right, so you want a copy of it. We need to grab hold of this by that. We need a copy of it. And we need to spin it round to 20 degrees. Is that 20 degrees there? Okay, is that done? No, something not didn't like something about that, did it? Oh, that's because we didn't push that out. 1 mil. Wasn't the copying's fault, it was the fact that it only did the one side. That's it, and there's a little discrepancy there, but I'm not bothered. Right, I suppose you could clear that up if you wanted. If you wanted, you could clear that up. I don't know how. No, can't do it. Right, okay, so we got that pulley wheel done. We've got a pulley wheel. Is there any point in indenting it? Not really. Right, it's the right size. We seem to have a problem here with something. A surface, an unwanted surface. Have we got an unwanted surface? No, we're okay. Alright then, that's it. We've got ourselves a pulley wheel. Right, let's make that into a pulley wheel. Create a component. There you go. Save it. Pulley wheel we have. The live stream went weird as earlier on. My internet got disconnected from the router. The plug was adrift, got tripped over. Sorry about that. Right. Okay. So we've got that. Where's the rest of the model gone? Where's everything else? There it is. So we've got our pulley. We need our Nema stepper motor now. Nema 17. So I've got one here. Let's just flick it over. So we've modelled that, and now it's time to model this. Yes, they've probably modelled it millions of times already, but it's probably quicker to model it than to go find it. Alright. Right, we'll use the calipers for this. Yeah, okay. I don't want to, can't. Alright, yeah, tar. Right, okay. Let's model this. Let's start with a square. And we've got a square of weird size of 42.1. Well, it's just a 4. It's a weird size, nothing special. 41.83. Don't ask me why. 41.83. Okay. Let's need the calculator again. Oh no, I don't need it for this square, do I? Sorry, I don't need to divide it by 2 for a square. 41.83 by, is it 41.83 both ways? 42.3. 42. Okay. Oh, it's actually 42. 42 by 42. Alright. Depends where you measure it from. Let's say it's 42 by 42. 42 by 42. Hang on. Let's try again. It all went wrong. 42 by 42. Alright, okay. And we've got some corners. The corners are how big? 4 mil. Yeah, 4 mil. Okay, so 4 mil. Let's just section it off. 4 mil, 4 mil, 4 mil, 4 mil. Right, let's just do that. Okay, I'll get that off there. This is, so we get these motors on and pulley wheels, and then we'll try and rearrange the system to, right, they're slightly beveled, but we'll do the bevel in a bit. Right, this is 9.4. Right, the top, would you believe it, the top is wider than the bottom. 9.4. So let's say 9.5. Okay, so we can either go up or down. Let's go up or down. It's always white. Don't know why. 9.5. It's always white, and then it wants it the reverse face after. Or is white supposed to be the default? Never quite know. Maybe white is the default. Right, so we've got that. What else we got? Yeah, we've got another section. That's the one section. I suppose we could put the screws in it as well. Why not put the screws and the spindle? We'll do the top section first. There is a bit that sticks out actually. Let's do that bit that sticks out first. Difficult to do. Alright, 12. Is it 12? Yeah, 12 mil. So come in 12 mil from either end, and it steps out. The metal steps out a certain degree. No, that's not 3. What is it? Looks like 3 to me. $4 mil. Let's just say 4 mil. 4 mil. Okay, and it goes down. $3 mil. Okay, 3 mil. So I draw a line here. And can we, don't know if we can pull this down 3 mil, or has it just made it hollow? No, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, right, so get rid of that one, and that one, and that one. We've got a bit of a connector going on, a white connector. Right, so there's a bit of a white connector that sits down for the rest of it. Okay, there's a bit of something there. So we'll do something that looks like 1/2 mil, 0.5. No. Okay, we'll do it manually. So 0.5. Okay, and that sticks out. Just proud of it. Just proud of this. So, and it comes out not a lot. 0.25 say. And it's green. We'll colour it in a minute. Then you've got the white connector. So the white connector goes from here down to there, there down to there, and it sticks out past, comes out past it, so it comes to there, it actually goes past it by, let's say a mil. Is it a mil? 1 mil. 0.75. Okay, and there's a rebate in it. About 1.5 mil. Or is it 1 mil? Let's say 1 mil. 1 mil, and there's a cutout. So there's a line in it. About there. Say 3 mil. Yeah, 3 mil and 3 mil. What happened to that line? 3 mil. So there's a little line in it there to there. Okay. Right, and that sits down. Alright, so the rest pulls up, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins. So there's 6 pins, and it's indented to just past there. So we push that in into there, that'll do, and then this thing sticks up, and it's indented to there, but then we'll bring it back 0.5. Yeah, and there's a little something there. There is a line across it. Why is there a line across it? I don't know. Let's put a line in anyway. And that's like a slot in it. A little bit of a slot. So say 1.25 and up, same again. No, 1 mil, and over about 1 mil. No, that's over about 0.75. Over about 0.75. Okay, then we put a rectangle in there. Right, and we cut it through. Actually, you can't cut it through if the... No. It must be too wide then. Yeah, it's a little bit too wide. Let's just go slightly shallower. 0.25. 0.25, and we're about to do the top as well. 0.25. Now we could push it through. Push it through, and it's a little bit too... Yeah, these are too fat. So this has to come down by... Let's just get rid of the line. Okay, and it has to come down by 0.25. Is that still too much? Yeah. 0.25, that's a bit better, yeah. Okay, so then we can push this through. Okay, so we've got the plastic done. Okay, so we need some pins. Do we need the pins? I suppose we need the pins. It's 3, 4, 5, 6 pins, and they're sort of near the bottom here. So they're up about, I'd say they're about there, and they go thickness of about, not very thick, 0.5. Okay, so halfway point, they're not in the middle, but the halfway point is there. So we want, God knows, they look like they're 1 mil apart. So I'll say 1 mil, we'll make them 0.5 and 1 mil, 0.5 and 1 mil, 0.5 and 1 mil. How many we got? We've got 1, 2, 3. So they're wider than that, aren't they? Alright. They're wider than that, so I undo. Undo. Okay, let's try again. So they're 1.5 and they're 0.5 and 1.5, 0.5, 1.5. There's still 2. So we've got so 1, 2, 3. No, we seem to be still out. Okay, let's undo again. So 2 mil. They don't look 2 mil apart. Two mil. They're not 2 mil apart. It could be. So 2 mil. 0.5 and 2 mil. 0.5. 2 mil. That looks about right. No, they haven't got one there though. That's the problem. Something's not quite right. That's the middle. Yeah, that's the middle. So I end up with an extra pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, okay. So what we'll do, we'll just put some squares in. And we'll space them apart. So we want 6 in total. Let's move it over. I suppose it needs to be in the middle there, really. That's 1 mil, 1.25. That's it. And we want a copy of them, and we want them like that. Is that right? Looks about right to me. No, it's not quite right. .5. Is that right? That looks better, I think. Or is it too much? 2 mil there and 2 mil there. That'll do. That's it's slightly offset. That's the middle. Right, so we need to bring it the whole thing back by 0.25, and that's the middle. That's it. Right, that'll do. Although they do look a bit more close to the edge than that. Let's have a look. What's it look like? Right. Maybe that's close enough. Right, the pins come out nearly flush with the top. Nearly flush with the top. So let's just bring them all flush with the top. Okay, so they're nearly flush, so slightly set back. Let's just bring them slightly set back. 0.25. Don't forget, we don't just want this stepper motor for this job, we want the stepper motor for it's a model going forward forever, because I'll never ever make this again. Yeah, never be made again, so it needs to be the one going forward. Right, let's just make that the right colour then. No, so we've got that. We've got a bit of a green going on in here. We've got to set this back a bit. That's in, let's say 0.5 of a mil either side. And it's set back a bit. Now it's set forward actually. I think I set it forward already, yeah. So it's set a little bit forward. Only a tiny bit. So let's paint it. Let's paint it. It's a weird looking green. Very pale green. Is it that green? No, it's too bright. A bit darker colour green. That's close. Close, that'll do. Don't know what it is. It's some kind of spacer. Yeah, some kind of spacer. It's a bit bright colour, that one. This is more of a faded colour. But if I have a faded colour like that, it'll look too bright. Yes, it does. So, anyway, we could customise it. Anyway, that's close enough. So the other one's white. Right. And there's a bevel. Right, let's draw the... Let's just make it into a component. I'll make it into a group. Right, let's put the center spindle in. Put the center spindle in. And it's 9 mil, 9.17. Let's just say it's 9 mil. Let's just say it's 9 mil. So 4.5 mil. There's a bit of a hollow on it, so hollows down to 3.2 mil. Let's say 3.5 mil. 3 mil. Let's go 3 mil down. Oh, that's not going to do it, is it? Because it's not part of the model yet. And down 3 mil. Okay, now there's a problem because now it needs to go down only 1 mil. Right, so undo the 3 mil, so down 1 mil. Is it 1 mil? Let's say it's 1 mil. 1 mil, but we need to lose the surface like that so we can see in. But we do need a surface underneath. Okay. How are we going to do that? It's more of a spindle. Tell you what we'll do. We'll undo that. Oh, redo paste. Let's go down 3.25. Right, if we'll go like that. Can you delete that bit there? Yeah, that's what we want, because you can actually see inside it. And we want another spindle. Right, so we want a bit of an edge on it. Not much, say 0.25. And then we've got a spindle, 5mm. There's another one in the middle, 2.25. Right, so that's raised, and there's like a little dark patch around it. So let's go like that, 0.25. So there's a dark patch around it, so then we need to lift that up at least. That needs to come up. No, not that. That needs to come up. Not a lot. About 1mm. Okay. So I need to darken some stuff up. So, oops, what happened there? So we'll darken the interior up like that, and we'll have a silvery. So yeah, we'll darken. That needs a light bit first. Okay, so we want another one of these. Out a bit, 0.25. Then we want to darken that up. And we want a darken this area here. Yeah, that'll be okay. And also darken this area here. Right. Okay, that's close enough. Yeah, you can see underneath it, but anyway, that'll stay as it is. Oh, we've got no thickness. Why haven't we got a thickness here? Right, let's see if we can add another one. No, why can't we add one? Oh, right, let's do it this way then. Alright, let's copy it, cut that, paste in place. And we need a bit of a thickness, 1mm. That's it. I need to take off the surface. There we go. So cheated a bit, but there you go. That's it. Right, okay. I think we ought to darken the inside in case anyone's looking at it from the sideways. Just darken all that. All of this and that. I can't believe I'm actually modelling inside the model now. Lock slide. Hey man, how are you? I tried to go to eBay, but the listing ended by the time I tried to buy. Sorry for the hassle, but it is still available. I've relisted it. I put a read head on there as well. Relisted it. I put them on at a different price, so yeah, don't buy it. Just tell me where you want it posting. Don't buy it at that price. I put the prices up because I was worried about crisis going on, trade wars, that I wouldn't be able to get hold of more pieces, so put the price up a bit to a normal price rather than a crazy price. But just send me your address, mate, and I'll send you a demonstration unit out. Yeah, no problem. You can get a demonstration unit, no problem, mate. Let's just reply to that. FS slot, right. Relisted at normal price. Due to trade war. Trade star R. Just send your address. Oops, too many A's. Send your address. I send you a demo unit. A sample. Send you free sample. Okay, just take the money. Money. No, I don't. I want to pay. For God's sake. For God's sake. Yeah. Yeah, I put the prices up because I didn't know. I don't know what you never know whether you're going to get these parts again with all these trade wars going on. You know what I mean? These trade things that they have. So I've ended it because I don't know how much they are now. I don't know. You never know. Like circuit boards, blank boards. I didn't know whether to order a load of blank boards. Because if this trade war goes crazy, which it already has, trade thing, can't say war, sorry, trade thing goes crazy, which it looks like it is. You don't know whether you're gonna. What used to be a £2 PCB would then be. You'd have to make it in the UK or yourself. And then you're looking at the real cost of a PCB is probably about £10 or £20. So, and things like this, you buy on Amazon. Things like this pulley wheel made of aluminium. You buy it for £10. You buy that. Comes with a belt and everything. But in the UK, you're looking at probably 16 quid for one of them. Yeah, we're not making a note. Yeah. Don't worry about me. I've got all sorts of things firing at me. People trying to give me money all the time for doing stuff. I turn it down most of the time. I do stuff for free. I fix people's stuff for free. I spend a couple of colleagues at work. I spent 3 or 4 hours repairing their kids' console, and they say, "How much are you?" I go, "You're all right. Don't worry about it. Forget it." I'd rather have my time, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's relisted on there. Actually, let's have a look at it. I've put a read head on as well in case they have trouble finding the right reader, but they will work with most readers anyway. But again, the read head, you don't know what price to put on it because what you used to get them for and what you can get them for now is a separate thing, isn't it? So here it is. Yeah, I put that on for the reader. I put it on for like 17 quid. It cost me about £8 about 4 years ago. Well, I don't know how much they are now. You probably can't get them for dust. What I don't want to do is put them on there, then somebody who deals in them snatch them up if I put them too cheap. And if someone wants one who wants to buy a controller, I can't. Actually, did I? No, I didn't put them to the right price. Oh, I thought I'd put them back to £49. Hey? Oh no, I must have changed my mind again. So I ended it and relisted it. I don't know what the last one was for. Hang on. What did unsold? What did I sell? What did I put them under for last time? Oh, sorry, it was £49. Then I cancelled them. No. I cancelled the one that was cheap. I listed it for £49. Then I relisted it for £24.75. Yeah. So I did put them back cheap again. Sorry, I'm going crazy. Anyway, nobody buys them anyway. Yeah, good. Nobody buys them, but I mean, they don't. I've listed it. I'll tell you what I've listed it as. Look at this. You can't see none of this, can you? How long have I been talking to myself? How long have I been showing you me instead of what I'm doing, the drawing? Am I going crazy or what? That's not the real price. That's the price it showed me. Right. Anyway, I'm going mad. Why was I showing you me instead of the thing? Oh, that's because I showed you this thing. That's right. I didn't switch back. Sorry. That's a good problem to have. We're all about money. Years ago, when I used to mess with computers, people used to pile them up, say, "Can you sort my computer out? Reinstall it and whatever, set it up. It's not working. Change the hard drive." And they was chucking them at me, chucking their money at me. I didn't want it. Chuck at me. I'd rather have my time, you know. I'm just seeing your mug. Mug? What mug? Oh, this mug. This jug. Yeah, I use a pouring mug because the cups are too small. Too small. Is that what you mean? Anyway, so... yeah, there's a reader, an RFID reader. I've only one picture on that, has there? I only put one picture on that. That's weird. Oh yeah. Anyway, I was going to show you the description, wasn't I? Yeah, the description is: it's no longer an access control unit. It's an ESP32 development board, access control ready. Right. Don't bother trying to create your own access control unit. I've done all the hard work for you. Comes with an ESP32 module with usable demonstration firmware installed. Follow the supplier typical wiring diagram and add an RFID reader, a 12-volt power supply, et voila. Standalone access control administered from your smartphone via the built-in web interface. Because I'm sick, doesn't matter what I write on it, technical, I'll write all sorts of stuff on it, and people don't know what it is, so I've just kept it as simple as I can, and blasé, and buy it or not, anyone buys it or not, I really don't care. As the Brooklyn Brawler used to say in the wrestling, I really don't care. Yeah. But it's great if you want to develop your own stuff. It's great because I've already worked out all the pins on these controllers. Some pins do certain things. Some pins don't. You've got to work out which ones, and I've already spent hours trying to find the right pins. So anyway, I found the right pins. So if I could have bought one when I started developing my software, I'd have just bought one. I would have bought one, but all the ones I see at the time, there wasn't anything any good. But bear in mind, I've been doing it for 15 years. Yeah, that's all right. No, I can't see. Right, yeah, I just seen your mug shot. I was sitting there, yeah, you can see. Yeah, I don't know what happened. First off, I must have clicked. I think I showed you this. What I need is something to remote. I got 3 monitors here. I don't know. I've got to make sure I'm looking at all of them. Monitoring on this one, working on the middle, and on this one, you got the OBS running. Unless I glance over, I forget where I am sometimes. Anyway, I'm making a stepper motor today, and I almost bought a $2,000 laser again. Almost. I got so far as to sorting the finances on it, and I was about to go for it, and I thought, nah, bugger it. I'll make it. I'll just make it out of bits. Be interesting, and I'll just make it. We finally moved to the new office, so I'll be able to start developing on Arduino now. The movie's winding down, so time should be available. Fair play, mate, fair play. It's all good stuff. Web interface. Host your own web interface on a microcontroller. You don't need in fact, my whole website would probably almost fit. The layout and everything would fit you. Obviously not the downloads and stuff like that. I've got to put my latest software on there and everything. Just got to get back into it. But I've got other software. I don't know if I showed you the other software. I might have done. Let's see if I can find it. Finding it. I've got. Right, let's see if I can find it. GitHub. There it is. So there's some software repository. There it is. Event Horizon. I wrote this for our works. They didn't want to pay me the amount of hours. It took 400 odd hours worth of work programming. Yeah, it's a big bunch of cash. It was yeah, it's a big bunch of cash just to make some plastics, and probably it would sit there after I've made them and never get used for a while, so it's just a shame. And I've got a CNC, which I can do the job with the CNC. It's just not as good. Takes longer and more mess and everything. So anyway, yeah, this is one I wrote. When did I wrote it? 7 months ago. All last summer, I wrote this. 198 commits. I thought that was comments. Commits. Yes, I wrote this, and it's a database tool for upcoming events. I even asked ChatGPT what to call it. I should be able to declare a dedicated Linux to running any extra that may be needed. Yeah. Well, time that Snapshot got for the GitHub as well. Yeah, got you. Yeah. So the GitHub, it's I've made this 363 man hours. It took me to make it. Anyone who wants it, I say all you got to do is just, if you use it and you find it useful, buy me a coffee on Patreon. Simple as that. That's all I say to people. And I use it all the time at work, and it's multi-user. Uses SQLite database, so single file database. It's multi-user, and it even shows you Can I get a bigger picture of that? Yeah. Hang on, let's drag it over. Of course, if you drag it over, hang on, let's do that. Now it shrank it for me. There's no zoom on this. Sorry, I can't. It's behind my head. Let me turn my head off a minute. Right, multi-user. So you can have other users in the office, and they light up if they're online. And they've got internal messaging system. It's a GPL3 license, free as in freedom. And you filter out your records. You've got all sorts of items, tickets, ideas, whatever you want. And you can move around. If it's minimized, it hides the tree view and the calendar and the data. It just shows you the middle bit if you're on a laptop. If you're on a wider screen, it introduces the extra content. And it shows you upcoming events, reminders. You go 14, 28, 60, 90 days. Record, you can limit your records and your offset of your records. You can filter it where the origin or the target is me. The origin is me. The origin... Origint. That's an old screenshot. And the target is me, or the target is me, or all users. Anyway, it's just a retrieval system. Star Trek LCARS. Library Computer Access Retrieval. So it's like that. Even started doing an LCARS theme for it, but stopped. But you can do all your stuff, reports. Oh, this is not a program you can run at the minute, it's just a screenshot. Anyway, so that's free for anyone who wants it, but it's got a prerequisite screen as well. Hang on, how do I get back? Yeah, so to run it, you have to have a prerequisite. So you have a remote database file, XML, an XML settings file, and a remote database, DB3, which is SQLite, and the local settings file, where you XML file that sets your name up and stuff, so it knows who you are on the system and this kind of stuff. You can even override the password from it if you don't want to log in every time. Most computers you have to log into the computer, so software logging in doesn't make sense these days really, because you've got to log in to get onto the operating system, so what difference does it make? Anyway, I put a bit of information in there. It's got some stuff in there, but anyway, because the works didn't want to pay me to develop it, I needed it for one of my roles in my job, so I created it and I use it every day at work. So anyway, so there's that. But that's a free program, but the only problem is no releases. Look, no releases. So I've tried with ChatGPT. How do I make a release? I don't really know. Nobody's looked at it as far as I know. It's a shame. I develop it, but I haven't got a first clue how to get anyone to use it or share it or anything. So that's always been my problem. Close but no cigar. Anyway, so there's that. I don't know if there's anything else on here. That's the tiny watch from, if you're into, don't know whether you watch Unexpected Makers from Australia, Melbourne I think he's from, Tiny Watch S3. I bought one of his tiny watches and I forked the firmware. I didn't do anything with it, so forked it, yeah. 6 contributors in the last year. What's this for? For that one? Or that one? It's probably looking at that one, isn't it? And it's public anyway. Repositories 2. That's that one. I've also got repositories on DevOps, Azure DevOps. But they're mostly website and private. They're not public repositories. So 3 following. Who's following? Right. Is he ill? Pill over 2. He's following. What's he following? He's following this. Not following me. He's following the unexpected maker stuff. Nobody ever follows me. Anyway. Right. Let's close that down. Let's get on with this. Let's get on with this bit. So I've got that middle bit done now. I need a bit of a bezel. Yeah, this is only the top part of the stephomo. There's 2 other parts and a spindle. It's interesting though. I like making a. Let's put myself back on. I like making these parts. Sort of. Right, a bit of a bezel. Looks like it's not 1 mil. Maybe it's 1 mil. Is it 1 mil? Could be half a mil. Let's say it's half a mil. So what we'll do is we grab hold of this. We come in 0.5 of a mil. And we grab hold of this. Oh, we need to grab all this in one go. Not that one. Not that one. That one. Oh god, it's shot off the page. Come on. That one. That one. Yeah, I was supposed to be going swimming tonight, but they've broken the pool again. They had the local pool made with an adjustable floor, and all that happens is the last lesson on a Sunday they cancel it on me. They always cancel it on us. Right, that's not liking, is it? It's not liking that. I don't know why. Why isn't it liking that? Why won't it let me push that down? No, it's not having that at all. What am I missing here? Have I not got all of it? What am I missing? Strange. Oh, back in a minute. Just got to go. I can't put her back soon on this one and a bit of music, so I have to go to Alright. Yellow slide. Thanks for joining in. I'll catch you soon, mate. Catch you soon. Right, so I'm trying to do a bezel. I've done these before. It's not having it. Why not? Is it because... Right. Don't know why. It wouldn't have it. You've got to do it in stages, maybe. Let's try and do it in stages. Can I do it in stages? Yeah. 0.5. So I did that one, okay. Now let's mess this up a bit, innit? Right. Hang on. Undo move. Right, so why won't it let me do it? Maybe it's that bit there. Tell you what I'll do, I'll put a line across. Don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't let me do it. Let's grab everything else that it will let me do and give it another go. Right, we've got all the stuff we just did just now. So we'll bring it down. No, it's not having it. Not having it with those two attached. Right, let's try again. Now it will. 0.5. So I've done most of it. But there's something going on here. So can I grab this now and bring it down? No, it's wanting to bring it out. It's not wanting to do it. So if I grab like that and like that, grab it from the corner and then bring it down. No, it's bowing the front out, it's bowing the roof. Weird stuff, innit? Okay, so what about if I grab the corner? No. Grab that. No, it doesn't want to know. What about if I grab that? No, that's upsetting the whole lot. Okay, we'll have to do this bit manually then. So let's just put a little bit of a thing in here. Do this last bit manually for some reason. Don't ask me. The programming seemed to stop working there. So we'll get rid of that. No, we can't get rid of that. Right, so we've got that. I need to just do we grab that corner? No, can't grab that corner. We'll have to draw like that. Okay, then can we delete anything? Okay, so we can manually do it. We have to help it decide on how it's going to do it. It needs a bit of help. Right, okay, so we've done that. We're back to what we wanted. We seem to have an extra surface now. No, we don't. Right, okay. Lovely. Let's colour it then. Let's colour it. It needs to be some kind of matte black. Similar to that. Bit dark maybe. That's better. Yeah, keep it. Hang on, let's have a look. Maybe it could go with that colour. Yeah, I'll have that one. Right, so let's just colour this. Okay. Just keep colouring. That's why when you're at school or at home they give you colouring books. So when you get older you can learn how to colour 3D models. I bet they never even heard of a 3D model. Right, so that's that bit. That can stay white. Oh, there's a bit more here. Bit more here to finish that off. Right. So that's okay. I'll just need the we need the pins silver probably. Do we need them silver or white? Is it white enough? They are silver. Let's just make them grey, I think. They're already grey, aren't they? Do we need to make them grey? Let's have a look. I don't know if you need to be grey or not. It's probably going a bit over the top. Right, what else? I might as well do this proper job of it. It's only a one-time thing. Okay, so we've got some bins. Right, okay, we've modelled it. Sort of. We've got to do the holes in the top now. There's screw holes in the top. There's some writing on it. What's the writing say? Part numbers. Right, okay. Let's put the screw holes in now. Let's try to get these in the right place. Let's find out where they are. $30mm. Oh, 31mm. We've already worked that out before. So they are actually 31mm. So we'll come over from here. Just go into the middle of there. 20.5. So we need to go this way. 15.5. This way 15.5. And also need to go this way 15.5. This way 15.5. And that should give us between there and there 31mm. It should give us from there to there 31mm. And then we can put our holes in for whatever size they are. .9. So it's a 5.9 hole this side, and the other hole at the other end is a alright, small. They're 3mm. 2.5 are they? Don't know what they are. Oh, they're M3. Yeah, the thread's 2.5, but they're actually M3. Okay, so they're M3 on the bottom, but on the top, the receptacle hole is 2.92. Yeah. Let's say a 2.8. 2 let's say just say 6 for say 6, so 3mm. Is that right? Yeah, it looks about right. 3mm, we'll go 3mm, and they're also beveled. So we'll go with this tool, we'll go in 0.25, 0.25. We'll have a little bit of a bevel. Okay. I'll bring it round like this, get rid of the lines now. So we'll push it in. I need to go down to the screw head. So down to the screw head, which is, I'd say it's 1.5 mil. 1 mil. I've got the hiccups. That's 1 mil. What should I say, 1 mil? Now this then has to be pulled down with a bezel. Um, 0.25. That's it. Okay, so we've got a hole. Need to do the same again. 1 mil and 0.25. That's pretty good, really, isn't it? SketchUp's alright, does it, doesn't it? 1 mil and 0.25. Last one over here. 1 mil and no, I clicked the button without finishing off. Okay, so we've got our bezel. We need to make the screw now. So the screw will be sort of like, we won't really make a screw, we'll just make it look like a screw. That'll come in 0.25. Right, so we've got that. We need a cross point. Cross point on it. So, do we need a cross point? Do we want to go to that? Yeah, we'll have to do it. We'll have to do it. So we'll have to draw a line. Let's just go like this. Let's just do this. And this, go like this, and like that. That's it, yeah, that's good enough. And we'll have to drop this down from the middle. Drop it down, yeah, so we drop, oh, it's just going to drop it. Don't know what it's going to do actually. Let's just try it. So if we grab that, that, and that. And I can't get to the right angle on it. Let's try it. And if we go down. Right, so down. In the green direction, no, it needs to be in the blue. Can't seem to do it. Let's try the green, it'll be wrong. Yeah. Oh, is it wrong? Yeah, it's wrong. Looks like a... So, I suppose we could just... tell you what we'll do something silly. We'll just bring these up a bit. 0.25. We'll bring them up a bit. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll just do that and we'll colour it. Colour it metal. Yeah, we don't want a screw, it just needs to look like a screw. So it needs to look like a screw only. Right, is that a screw? Yeah, does it look like a screw? Let's have a look. Does it look like a screw? It does look like a screw, sort of. Yeah, it looks like a screw. So we want to copy that now. We don't want to keep creating that whole thing all over again. So let's see if we can copy it. No, we've got to go into it first. Let's try again. Right, copy. Right, so we grab it by the middle. Or by this. Copy it over to here. Like that. And again. Right, let's try it again. Right, we're going over there. Okay. Is that right? Sort of, yeah. Let's do again another one. We know where it is. It's 20 mil over, isn't it? 31. That's it. So we've got what we want. Yeah, that'll do. Close enough. So we've got top of a stepper motor. Right, okay. We've got to, right, so I need to make the rest of it now, somehow. So we said we're going to make this and that, and we've partially made that. Have we got more time left to make more of it? Yeah, we've only been going for an hour and 46. Ah, nice. Nice drink. Right, what's next? Let's turn the light on. I can't see what I'm doing. Right, let's do some more measuring. So we've got a bigger bezel on this bit, and this is the bit that's the laminated steel work to create the field. So it's 16 mil, and it's got a, what size is the bezel or the angle? 11 mil. 11.5 mil. It's not 12 mil, so maybe it's 10 mil. 11 mil. It's 11 mil. 11 mil by 16 mil. No, Right, let's try again. I've lost. Battery must be on its way out because it won't zero anymore. My fingers let me down. It suddenly jumped. Probably because I got the magnet right by it. It won't zero. Needs a new battery. I mean, things are rubbish. Right, so that's the end of the caliper. I'll have to do it manually now. Manually. So 16 mil. 16 mil wide with a 11 mil bezel. So we want one of these again. Same size as this. 42 mil. Let's do another square. Or we'll just turn it round upside down. We'll put a well, let me do it, why not? Come on. Oh, gold. Okay, so do it your way. 4.2 by 4. Not 4.2. 42 by 42. Alright, so we've got that, and we want to go 16 mil thick. And then we want 11 mil long bezel. So we need to go 5.5. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, let's get this stepper motor done. Okay. Right, so we've got that. Let's get rid of this slot. Right, so we've got that. Let's make it a group, I suppose. Yeah, make it a group. Right, let's colour it. It's black. It's black. It's probably that colour there. No, we don't want to colour the whole thing, but what? Cut? I didn't tell it to cut. That's a stupid thing, isn't it? Okay, so we've got our block of whatever this is. Block of laminated. I suppose you can't see it, it ought to have lines up it really. Let's put some lines on it, why not, to make it look like a coil or laminated pieces. So we've got, what we've got here, we've got 16 mil. 16 mil. I'll tell you the easiest way of doing this is just to do something like this. So we've got 15 mil. It's not probably, let's say it's 0.5. So we've got that, and the easiest way is to just copy that. So we copy it. No. Copy it into the blue axis. I'm going to move it by 0.5, and we're going to do times 16, 15. Right, how deep have we got? 8 mil. Right, so we need another load of them. Undo array. Undo, right, so we need to grab that. We need to go like that and by 0.5 and then times it by 16. And have we got 16 mil now? No, it needs to be more than 16. Right, okay. So try again. So we're gonna move it up by 0.5 and we're gonna times it by 32. Now we should have 16 mil, 16.5 mil. So we need to lose one of them. Okay, so they're all separately, so I need to group them together. If we can, which we're not doing like that. Group all them together. Group it. Okay, so now we need to square it on. We need to grab it. It's about to collapse on us, isn't it? That's because I haven't grabbed it by the right thing. Right, so we've got it there. I need just to bring it over now. Like that. Onto there. Just like that. Now we've got a sharp bit. Yeah, we have got a sharp bit with no bezel actually. That bit there is sharp. Right, so that's that bit done on our stepper motor. Actually, those bits there are shiny aluminium. Save that. Let's make a metal. I'm just paint though, not that. So we'll just paint this that colour. That's better. Right, so that's what it's really like. Okay. So now we need to do the last bit, the top bit. The top bit is simpler. So the top bit of that, we've done the bottom bit, in the middle. I need to do this top bit now. That's probably going to be a bit easier to do. It's basically the same shape as the bottom, a little bit thinner. It's actually bezeled. No, it's okay. Right, let's do it. It's actually, yeah, it is actually bezeled still. I took the edge off it. Right, let's do that again. So we want basically a copy of the bottom, sort of. So let's bring that up. We need to copy that. Let's just bring it up 30 mil. So we've got that there, and we need to flip it over. So we should be able to flip it along the green. No. Undo flip. Flip along the red, is it? No. Is it? Is it the red? No. Okay, flip along the blue then. That's it. Okay. And we've got to get rid of that because we can't have two lots of that going on. So it's basically what we want, but something different here. So we need to edit it, make it unique. Did I make it a component? No. Okay then. So I need to get rid of all this. You've got a double thing going on here. It's weird looking. Let's get rid of that. I want to keep the center spindle, so I probably selected everything. Let's just do it this way around. Okay. Alright, we've lost some of it. We can put it back there. No, we can't. Undo erase. Let's try a different way. Let's try it from this angle, like this. Try getting rid of stuff. Let's try this way, up to there. No, don't want that. And can we get rid? No, we've deleted something else. Trying to take a bit too much off. Okay, so we'll go this way instead. No, we took the lid off it. I see, what we want is we want to add a line there first. And then we can, once we got that, we should be able to get rid of some of it. Yeah. I should be able to go over this way to get rid of the rest. And we need to join that up. And get rid of that. And that. 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 That and that and that and that. 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 Then colour it. Colours and go all the way down the bottom again. And then get rid of the surfaces. Right, we've got rid of the surfaces. So we've got that back again. That's all good now. Have a look in X-ray. We seem to be alright. Okay, so we need a bigger hole round the top. So the middle hole will do fine, and 22 mil by the looks of it. 22 mil hole. God, what am I doing? I haven't switched back, have I? Sorry. I keep forgetting to do that. So 11. Right, all I did was delete some extra stuff off it. So that's the size of that. I need to go up. It looks like, don't know what it looks like actually. What is it? It's difficult to do without the thing. 2 mil. So we need to go up 2 mil. Like that, and we've got a slight thing. They took the bezel off, haven't they? Yeah, they took the bezel off. So what we've got to do is step this back by not a lot, 0.25. There is a bezel there as well. 0.25. So we'll grab this one and move it down. 0.25. And we'll move this one down by 0.25. Okay, that's alright. It's good so far. Now we need to make this silver. Yeah, so both sides is silver. Oh, there's a bezel. There is a bezel. It's not as much, but we'll leave it on. Let's colour it silver. Metals. That's silver as well, and so is this. And so is... Right, these holes, there is no bezel on these holes. No bezel. They're flush. I tell you what, we'll leave them. We'll leave them because they're going to be a problem to get out. And there's no... Actually, we don't want screws. We don't want screws, so... There's no screws in it. Right, so how do we get rid of them screws now? Tell you what, we're gonna have to... We'll undo some of that. Redo paint, right, that's okay. So what we're gonna have to do is X-ray mode. And grab that off there, apart from that, and cut it. Same again here. Grab it, apart from that, and cut it. Grab it. It hasn't grabbed any of the geometry, is it? Hopefully not. Apart from that, and then cut it. And one more. Oh, grab it. Apart from that, and cut it. Okay. Back to normal mode. What have we done? We've deleted loads of stuff now. Ah, damn it. Hang on. Right, was it the last cut that we did the problem? Yeah. It was only the last one we messed it up. That's okay. Okay, so we've got retrieved it back again. Alright. So let's come out of X-ray mode. Now these holes are only 3mm. So we need some 3mm holes. 1.5. Right, so we've got some holes ready. Some are upside down. We need to get rid of these. They're just placeholders. So we need to grab hold of that now. That, and that. Make sure we haven't got nothing else. Now, cut it. Right, paste it in place and then cut them. And paste it in place. Push them through. They just go down about 4 mil. They go down 4 mil. Whoops. They go down 4 mil. So they're down 4 mil. And the bottoms are shiny. So I think they're already, yeah, they're already shiny. Okay, so we've got that. So anything we're missing now? Right, that's weird. Look at that. Look at that. Did I messed it up there? When did we mess that up? Don't know when I messed that up. A long time ago. Redo Control Y. Right, we messed that up a long time ago. A shame. Is there any way to rectify it? Let's see. Not really. That's a shame. Hang on, I might be able to do it if we grab those like that and just pop them over a bit. So come this way, 0.25. Is that enough? It is enough to straighten it, but it's the bezel that's wrong. The middle bezel's okay. So we need to grab this one now. Hang on, can we? Right. So we grab that, that's gonna be a bit laborious. Oh my god. No. It's gonna be too much trouble, I think. Nearly there. Oh, I think we'll just delete that and then, yeah, delete it and do it again. Okay, let's try and delete it. Right, do we need a bezel? Yeah. 0.25. Tell you what, we'll do 0.51. Okay, and then we'll paint it. And then we'll drop it down a touch. Tell you what, should we even bother dropping it down? You can't tell. We'll leave it. Right, so we've almost got. I need to find out how far we've got to move that down. If I could just get to it without it shooting off like a Roman candle. 4.5 mil. Right, drop it down. 4.5 mil. Is that okay now? It should be. Right, okay. So we're just missing now. Let's just see if we've got it right by measuring from there to there. 34 mil. Let's just have a look. Minus the bezel. 43 mil. So 34 mil as opposed to 43. Something didn't go right. Ah, because, yeah, I know why. Because we've got to alter the size. The depth of that top one is smaller than the bottom. So 80, that's not showing me the right number. So that's 10 mil. Okay, so it's 10 mil. So what we're going to do is capture all this. Right, let's do it away from the rest of the frame. So capture all this. So we're 9mm. No, we said it was 10mm, didn't we? That's 9mm. What's going on here? The original one was 12, 11. I can't do it. I can't zero. I don't know what's happening to my zero button. One of my buttons doesn't. My zero button doesn't work. Right, let's take the battery out. Push it back in. It's now zeroed. Right. Starts playing up when the battery gets low. So this one is 8mm, and the other one is 9.5mm. 9.5mm as opposed to 7.8. 16. 7.8. So we've got 9mm plus 0.5. So we've got 9.5. And what we really want is 7.8. So we're 9. God knows. Need a calculator, so let's just come down 1.5. Won't be right, but we'll try it. 7.5 plus 5, 8mm. Maybe it is right. So from there to there, plus 1mm, 33.5. 33.5. Oh, that's it, 33.5. We're done. The only thing we're missing is a spindle. A spindle out the middle. And it's got a shank on it. It's not going to be easy to replicate. And it sticks out from there. From there, it sticks out 21mm. 21mm. So we got to get hold of that. Bring it up first to the surface here. Then up 21mm. Right, and then we've got to put a side on it, a flat. And the flat looks like just a flat area. Something like that, maybe. Maybe, or is it more like that? No, I think it was more like that. And we're going to bring that down. How far does it go down? Nearly all the way. Nearly all the way. So let's say, it's hard to measure. Hard to measure because you need a tape measure for that. I can do it on the depth. Hang on. I can do it on the depth gauge. Which is 18mm. So 18mm. There we go. So that's it. Right, okay. And that needs to be a shiny metal. Or is it already a shiny metal? No, it isn't, but now it is. Shiny metal. Right, that's it. Okay. Doesn't look that shiny, does it? Oh well. I think it looked better before. Does it look better before? Alt and backspace. Don't know. No. Control and Y. Okay, either way. So we've got this motor. We need to make it into a component now. There we go. Right, so we've got it on there. And what we want to do now is put that onto it. So we'll bring that over to here. Put it up there a minute like that. It ain't going to go on it because it's the wrong way up for a start. Yeah. Needs to be turned around. So what we'll do is turn it around like that. Probably could have just flipped it actually. Probably could have just flipped it. So we'll grab it by the middle and we'll look at it in X-ray mode. We'll bring it up to the top of here and we'll try to find out where it is. Okay, so we've got it there. I need to drop it down a bit. So I don't know how far it goes down. Something like that. Let's have a look. No, it doesn't actually go all the way on. Slightly inset. According to that. Right, yeah. Slightly inset. So we need to bring it back up a little bit. Up a tiny bit. Say just like that. That'll do for now. So right. We need to group them. Okay, so we've got pulley wheel and motor. Right, yeah, and I suppose what we could do with is some pins. 3mm pins there, socket heads. So, let's make some pins to go with it, otherwise we'll always regret it. So let's just make some. Right, they need to be at least like that, which is 3mm. Okay, let's say they're 3mm. Let's bring them up. Say 3mm, 4mm. Bring them up 4mm. And then we need a hex on it. Now this hex is, it's got to be, I'm not sure what the size is. It's quite small. Let's just go as much as we can go. So go 2.75. That's a bit too much. So 2.5. That's as much as we dare get it. 3mm. Right, okay, so we've got the top head. Let's just get that off a minute. And we'll bring it up. It needs to go up. So 6mm plastic. So it needs to go up 6mm. And it needs to screw in. Yeah, screw in 4mm. So they're only small, these pins are. So we need a thread on it that's 3mm. So 1.5 needs to come down 6mm plus 4mm, so 10mm. Just like that. We need to grab hold of that. I need X-ray mode. No, not quite. We've lost it. Right, undo, push, pull. Tell you what we'll do. Let's move the whole thing up first. 10mm. And then we can push that down by 10mm. And make it, we want a bezel on it. Do we want a little bezel on it? I suppose. 0.25. 0.25, that's it. So we've done everything we want to do to it. Make it a component. Alright, that's it. It just need to be coloured. No, that's not going to do it. Okay, so we've got the screw. I suppose it better have a... Does it need a bezel? Nah, we don't need a bezel for that. Right. So we've got our screw. It's 10mm higher than it should be. So we need to move it down by 10mm. And that should give us a 6mm from the bottom. 6mm plastic. Yeah. So we need to now copy them over. 22 was it? I can't remember now. $31. So we want one of these. Copy at 31. I want these two copied at 31. Right, so they'll always be part of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut. Paste in place. That's it. We've got the whole thing now. Apart from the cable, which we don't do. Right, so we've got a stepper motor. Yeah, we've got a stepper motor. Let's save it. Let's apply the stepper motor to these here. And we're upside down. Let's get the right way up for a start. Get the right way up. Let's put the stepper motor on. So let's grab it. Let's put it on here first. Why not? Oh, we're half in, half out. That's That's it, I need to rotate it. Just like that. And then we need to apply it to the holes. I suppose we could grab it through, if we could grab it through one of them, be nice like that. Tell you what, let's grab it from X-ray mode. Let's grab it from the middle of here and put it over just like that. Now that should have all lined up with all the holes. It did, apart from our hole is not in the center for some reason. The fixing holes are, but our hole is off center, so we need to sort that out. Yeah. Okay, so we'll sort that out now. Let's go back into non-X-ray. Yeah, because this was made by me a while back to repair one of mine, and the hole was, I had to measure the bracket. So let's try and get this in the center. Tell you what, we no need to guess, we could do well, let's just do a there it is. So 15.5. No. Okay. I don't like those. Why does it do them? So what I want is, yeah, I can't do it. Tell you what we'll do, we'll just grab these. I'll grab this bit here. I'll grab it. No, can't grab it. Oh, we can. So grab that. And I don't know, we need a middle bit. Tell you what, let's just draw a line. I'll draw one of these things from here to here. It's not working out for us. Right, that's totally the wrong side. Undo the guide. I've got to get to the middle of that and the middle of that, and we've got to get to the middle of that, to the middle of that. Then we've got to grab, that's how far out it is. So grab the whole thing, grab it by the center and push it there. Right, so are we all lined up now? I think we are. Let's get rid of these lines. Okay, and we're stuck in the model, right? Bloody hell, still stuck in the model right there. So that now should be in the middle. Yeah, should be in the middle. It is. That's more accurate. That's why we have to model the stepper motor in the first place, to be accurate. Alright, but we're too far in the model. The pulley wheel is over a bit. So I'm not sure why we're that far in, but we need to go back a bit. Need to go back. Go back a bit and line it up. Needs to be pushed to the model. Plastic. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So the belt should then line up. If it doesn't, it's because... Why is it? It's not quite on, is it? No, it's not quite on. Let's go into a different mode so we can see. There's still a bit of a gap here, so I need to go a bit more. Okay, has that moved the whole thing out of place? Yes, it has. Right, so we need to go. We can either measure it. Let's just measure it. See how far out we are. 0.25. Not far out. 0.25. So now we should, the pulley wheel should be all lined up as far as possible. Let's have a look. Seem to have lost it. Right, so we've got the pulley there. As you can see, it's not quite lined up, so we need to just go into the model. First we need to find out how far out it is. So I suppose we can do trial and error. 0.25. It's not enough. Undo, cloud, undo. Let's go over 0.5. See if that's enough. Nearly. Almost. 0.25, so 0.75. That's it. No, it's not quite. There it goes. 0.125. 0.125. Right. That's close enough. That's it. Yeah, it's close enough. Not quite close enough. 0.05. What's that going to do? That's alright, that's it. Okay, so we've got the wheel. Yeah, I like that. Okay, come into... Right, so we're drawing the end now. Now this motor, I suppose it could go that way or up or down. I suppose the cable ought to be up in the air really. Yeah, so up in the air. So I need to turn this whole thing around by doing something like grabbing it from the middle and pushing the whole thing around like that. Hopefully everything is in the right place still. Nothing's moved and we're still lined up, yeah. And the cable's at the top, that's good. Okay, so we've got our stepper motor. Right, so we want to copy that. So what we'll do is, right, so we've got to get that. Needs to be part of this. So cut that. Part of this assembly here. Alright, and just paste it in place. That's it. Okay, so that'll get taken over with that. We also need one over the other side. Let's go. Right, so we'll copy that. Go over to this one. Alright, paste. Alright, just put it the right way, that's good, isn't it? Clever how it did that when I never asked it to. Right, so now we've got to get this lined up. So best way is in X-ray mode. Grab it by the cockles. Grab it by the cockles, and we're at the top one. So we need to grab it by that, and I can't remember what we're doing now. No, it's got to go over here. Like that. Is that enough? Is that the one? Looks like it. Yeah, that's the one. Right, okay, that's the one. Right. Now we've got to make it part of this. Is it already part of this? Yeah. So we've got it part of that. So we've got a motor either side. And the last one is this one over here. Paste it. Seems to put it in the right place already. It's crazy how it does it. Right, let's default to certain things. X-ray mode. So we want this one here. Right, that needs to go in this hole here. That's through the wrong side. No, we're not. We're the right side of it. Okay. Right, what does that look like? Holes? No, they're not out. I'm out. Right, so I could grab it by that. I'm struggling a bit to get this lined up. Okay, is that better? Right. Yeah, our hole's out again. So we need to alter our hole. That centre hole was out, so I don't know why they were so far out. Probably didn't have, didn't measure it properly. Right, let's have a look. Right, so this doesn't line up on this. It doesn't quite line up, so I would say I've got to be careful there. That spindle needs to push out a bit on this one, or these are too wide, these spaces. Oh, they need to be wider, I remember now. So we'd have to make this one unique. They need to be wider than the other ones. So we need to bring that out. Not sure how far. Alright, that'll do. Perspective view. Right, so that one needs to come out. I need to see the rest of the model. Need to bring that out a little bit this way. That's okay. I'll say 2.1. Too much. Undo. 2.5. No. Undo. 2.05. That's it. Okay. Now, did we need to make that unique? I'm not sure we did. No, we didn't need to make that unique. Let's go back. Undo, close, undo, open, undo, flat screen, undo, close, undo, open, undo, close, undo, open, undo, move, undo, set insertion point. Did we even make it unique? No, we don't need to do that. Control Y. What am I doing? Control Y, redo. What is it doing? What the hell is it doing? Control Y. Oh god, I'm doing Alt and Y. Shit. What's Alt and Y? Hang on. Undo. Undo, close. Shit. Doing the wrong one. What's Alt and Y do then? Alt and Y. Don't know. Alt and backspace. Don't know what Alt and Y does. Have I messed it up? Let's do Control and Y. Have I done anything? Where's my motor gone? I've undone everything, haven't I? What the hell? Hang on, Control and Y. Right, redo. Alt and backspace. Alt and backspace. What the hell have I done here? No. Control and Y. Oh, slowly getting back. Ah, there we go. Bloody hell, that's a scary thing, isn't it? Thought I'd done all my work then. Right, so still I didn't Yeah, I didn't have to do what I thought I had to do. Right, thank God. Right, it's all lined up. It's okay. Right, we're all right. Thank God. Thank God for the undo. Right, so we've got everything we want. We've got our 3 Nema 17 stepper motors. We've got our pulleys. Let's make sure I haven't altered this pulley wheel. No, that's okay. We've got our fixings as well. Our hole, no, our hole wasn't quite right, was it? That's right. We've got to sort that hole out. Let's save it. Hole's not in the right place on this plastic. Right. Hide similar. Hide the rest of the model. Alright, so we need to draw a line here. We drew a line from the middle of here over to the middle of this one, and from middle this one to the middle of this one. Then we have to grab all of this and we have to grab it from the middle and move it to there. No, it's not having it. It's not having it because one of these lines isn't right. Yeah, the one line's behind, look. So I need to get rid of that one. Make this one fit this one. So now I should be able to grab that now. And now I should be able to line it up. That's it. So now all the motor should sit in the right place. Everything should be good. Should be. Is it? Certainly looks it. Right, that's it. Yeah, we're done. We're done. We're all done. There's no belt on it. I don't think we're going to model a belt, so not going to model no belt. Let me just make sure I've got good audio. Don't think we're going to model a belt, so not going to model no belt. Yeah, so the belt, the audio is okay. Right, so we've got all this, we've got our motors attached, we've got our pulley wheels, we've modelled the stepper motor as best as we can do it. There's no name on it. I could put Nema 17 on there, but I'm not bothered about the name, it's a generic one. Right, so we've got everything we need to start modifying. What time have we been going? 2 hours 50, that's enough. I've done what I said I was going to do on the tin. Alright, let's put this back somewhere where we can see it. So we can move, hang on. So we can move this gantry backward and forward. So we can move that along there, backward and forward, like that, sort of. And now we should be able to move this assembly without anything moving, being left behind. So we should be able to move that across there. Yeah, we can. So that'll do. Well, that'll do nicely. Should be able to animate that if we want to. Right, anyway, so we've just copied the entire thing We've made it out of 1 meter by 1 meter sections. I think we did reduce this section. Yeah, we chopped 40 mil off these ends to get it to fit inside. Now this one, another day when the lid's on, if you have the case on, this case might never go to fruition. In fact, this one I'll probably just make this section here a platform for the tube, and then this side, and then this section for the electronics. We need somewhere for a drag train, a couple of drag chains. So this basically, if we use it at all, it'll just be basically turn into a hood to contain the smoke. Maybe. Seems a shame. Yeah, I'll probably just lose that altogether and put some plastics in. So what I've got is more of this. So if I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, I've got another 5. So another 5 pieces. So whatever I do with it, unless we chop it and have some extra pieces, you could always buy more. It's too wide really. Bear in mind this bit will be taken up by the tube and the electronics. So then we'll end up something to this effect. 700 mil. So we should be able to do the width. Yeah, so the width's gonna be. It'd be nice to be able to do a meter. When this is on it, this is going to fit on a table in a spare room, so you can't have it sticking out too far. But if I can do 600 by 700, would be nice. I'll do wider. It'll do 900. We have to model the laser head, bring it right over, see where we can put it. Find out what our working area is. So we're not going to make this yet. Not going to cut anything up. We're not going to make it. Now I need these legs. Will probably get. See, I've got a piece of my plastic is about 1 meter by, can't remember, 1600, something like that, 1200 sheets of plastic. And I don't want to cut the plastic, so I'd rather put your plastic on top of a table and you drop this onto it, or somehow your legs are wider here. Your legs are wider. Maybe these sit on the material, and there's some wider. Maybe you just plonk it on the material. Yeah. That'd be good, but what you don't want is the tube moving all the time. The whole thing having to lift up and down. So, how could you make this raise up and down? Unless it was hung from the ceiling. Unless the whole thing was mounted from the ceiling. And you just put your material underneath, you bring it down and lower it and raise it off the ceiling. Don't know, maybe a crazy idea, maybe a good idea, I don't know. Like I say, I have 10 ideas a day, 9 of them are absolute lunacy and 1 is genius, so I don't know. 1 is genius out of those 10. So this will probably bring flush with this. So the stepper motor would stay, but we'd have another piece of this on this side, and no, we can't do that, can you? Yeah. Yeah, because you could attach that gantry to this. Might have to bring it out a bit and different bolts and fasten it, sandwich it together and mount that on there. Well, if we did it that way, we could get back our 20mm either side. So that would then come forward, and we'd have probably have to chop a bit off this then. There's lots of ideas. So I think the next time we see, I will keep this idea, but then bring this plastic over here and mount that on there and see what we can get away with. So if that's going up and down inside here, it's all the same level. Because with your mirrors, you need your mirror, your laser tube here, your 45-degree horizontal mirror going up here. Stepper motor might be in the way, but I could raise this up a bit and put the stepper motor underneath if need be. Doesn't have to go on top, which will leave room for the mirror. So stepper motor down here, mirror here, tube on the back facing this way, and mirror push. This will be level with this, so it'll line it up. The mirror will sit on here, the same height as this. So basically that would be, and that motor could be down below, couldn't it? The whole thing could be turned around, and in fact these could be taken away and just use those same ones. Turn it around. So we leave the top for the mirrors. I've kept those, but then we've altered them, so we need to. Right, so yeah, I need a parts warehouse. So I've got one now that the holes are in the wrong place. Just working out stuff. So that one there could be used 3 times, couldn't it? Tell you what, let's make a quick mock-up before we go. Let's grab hold of that, copy it, let's paste it. Alright, we need to turn it round. So first we need to spin it round. I think you can just flip these. Flip along the red axis, no. Flip along the blue axis. So we flip that way. And we want to turn it round like that. Then we want to push it back over the gantry. Let's try and do that. How best we do that? By the wheel, or don't know. Let's just grab it by the wheel. Let's put it on here. Try to something like that. It's a little bit too low. Is that okay? No. Too high. Is that better? Sort of. Right, so we've got this thing like that. A motor, we could have a drag chain on the floor. So the motor, you might have to bring Might have to come out the top or the side, drag chain like that. So I can always alter the motor. Right, so that's there. So then we've got copy that. Not sure how far it has to go. Let's measure it first. Let's measure from there to this one. 9.77. 9.77. So let's copy that. 9.7. No. 9.77. Right. No, that didn't work out for us. No, we don't want to move it, we want to copy it. 9.77. No. What happened? I'm not doing enough, am I? It's not point, that's why. It's not point, it's 977. Right. 977 with the wrong way around. So we need to flip it. Flip along. Was it the red axis? Yeah, and it needs to move over. I don't know how far. Let's just do it by the wheel. No, don't move it. Undo move. Let's just guess. Something like that. 30 mil. Hopefully that's enough. No. It's a bit too much. So it should have been 1.5 mil. Is that about right? Yeah, it is. Sort of. Close enough. Right, so we've got that there. Got lots of stuff going on now. Let's save it. Right, so we want a gantry now. A gantry. I suppose we could have that. And that. Copy. Paste. So I'll put it there for now. Try to bring it somewhere like this. Don't know where we're going to put it. We've got no holes in it. Let's just grab it and put it somewhere. Put it there, and I suppose we could center it. Grab it by the center and push it into this center. Like that, and maybe we need to center it there, so grab it by this and move it over like that. Okay, it's nicely in the center. Right, okay. Now it's going to be too long. Of course it is, so we need to work out how long. I didn't bring our fixings with us, did we? Shit, we didn't bring our fixings with us. No fixings with us. Okay, we'll leave the fixings. We might be deleting it anyway. This is a silly idea, maybe. Right, so we need to make this one, make it unique. Do we make it unique if we just adjust the length? Probably. So we just need to don't know how far. We'll work it out in a minute. Oh, I need to see the model. I can't see it. Right, I'm gonna have to do it a different way. I'm gonna have to measure from here to the plastic 3mm. So we'll go in here 3mm. Okay, so we've got a gantry. A sideways on gantry. Right, so we've got a stepper motor here. It's sort of in the way of, yeah, the plastics. We could do with it going up, right? It needs to be up or down. So not sure if you can have a motor like that. So that would move up and down okay, and this would move up and down okay. Let's just put it all together. Group it. And what happens if you move it? Nothing. So you're able to move it. Okay. You're able to move it. Right, now the motor looks weird down at the bottom. So it sticks down lower than this, but we could also have bigger feet. So what we're trying to achieve is get the maximum out from it. So the laser will be mounted. Actually, that's the wrong way around. Why is that the wrong way around? It needs to be the other way around. Going to flip it, flip along the red, then move it back 30mm, 29mm. Not quite right. Need to come back a 1mm. Is that right? No. Back 0.5. Is that right? Sort of now. Back 0.25. Is that right? Not really. Back 0.0125. Is that right? Not really. 0.01225. Is that right? No, I don't think it's getting worse and worse, isn't it? Okay. This way, 0.1. That's about it. Right, okay. So we've got the motor on the back now. Right, so we've got two lots of gantry systems going on. This one looks weird with the motors underneath, so that's probably going to have to go up. Around the other way. Can I flip this? I can rotate it. Can I rotate it? Flip. Let's do both together. Flip along. Is it the red? No. Flip along the green, the blue. And move it up. Is it 30 mil? I don't know. No, too much. Right, I need to bring it down to the floor. So have a look at that. Okay, that might be good enough. So you've got all motors in the air now, that makes more sense. All motors in the air. We've got, I suppose this ought to be offset this way. So we can, yeah, it ought to be offset. This whole gantry bit need to be offset. At least to the end of here. Just like this. I would have thought, to give us our maximum. We've got enough room for the laser head. And it needs to be able to travel all the way back and travel forward, so the laser head will stick out something here. Right, okay. So we're all level. So the tube would shoot out here. 45-degree angle. So somehow we've got to fit the laser. So off this one. Well, not off that one, but off. Now, if it yeah, so if this one moves up and down, the laser. So somewhere here. Right, so let's just hide this gantry a minute. Right, let's make a new layer. Old style gantry. Let's put it in old style gantry and lose the old style gantry. Right, so we've got the new style gantry, low profile, sort of. The motor's got to go there. Can't go down there, so it's got to go there. Now we've got to have the mirror. The mirror's going to have to somehow sit. This may have to go up or over. No. The mirror, I suppose, to get the maximum. Wherever this wants to go, let's move that over to there. Let's move that over to the maximum we can get it to. So it's going to bump into this ultimately. It'll go a bit more. But it needs to activate a limit. So it's probably as far as we're going to get it. Oh no, the limit could be on top. Limit switch, so let's bring it over a bit more. That's about as far as I dare bring it, really. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that there. So if we say from there to sort of there, sort of like this, it's going to be, what have we got? No, we're not measuring the right system. So somewhere like this, over 800 millimeters. So we're able to do a 700 mil bit easy, and we got the room to do it up to 80 centimeters. Right, okay. So somewhere off here, somewhere here, it needs to be an L piece for the mirror. So a flat piece here and a flat piece here. Right, so we could probably, yeah, bolt. I'll keep this as low profile as possible, do all of this end, I think. So a bracket up and across, an L piece angle to mount your mirror onto. Then it needs to feed. Let's just look at it in monochrome, and it might help. So there needs to be another one here, but the piece will have to be there. The laser head will have to be somewhere like this. Yeah, somewhere bolted to this piece. So we need to model the tube and the mirrors next. Tube and mirrors, and then work out where they're going to go, and then make the bracket to suit. Make the bracket to suit, yeah. So we've got this motion with the belt. So how much belt? I've got 5 meters of belt. That's a meter. A meter plus a bit. So I've probably got enough belt to do the job, to go round and up and round again. Should have enough belt. 5 meters should be enough. With some left, I would say, some left. So there needs to be a drag chain here, some kind of drag chain mechanism. Well, line here and lift dragging round. So it'll have to be attached to this for the drag chain to move up and down. It's going to have another drag chain this side, and then it needs a drag chain this side. So we've got 2 lots of drag chain. How do we do 2? So this one is cabled to here, and it goes up there like that. So it comes round there, up there. Now can that be done with the same drag chain? Probably could, couldn't it? No, because that one goes up and down. And this one, you'd have to have 3 lots of drag chain. 1 this side, 1 that side, and 1 across. So we can bolt an angle off the back of here to sit our drag chain on, or attach our drag chain straight to it. Somehow there needs to be a little angle bracket. Some people 3D print them, but I'll probably just put a whole piece of angle on it, aluminium angle, bolt it to it and just sit the drag train on. This one can be bolted to, well, it could be, yeah, bolted to the floor, I think. Could it be bolted to the side of this? Maybe. Bolted here and there, so it'll stand off. Yeah, could be bolted to the front and back. It'll have to be suspended, but at least it won't be on the floor. Same with this one. Well, we can use the same, yeah, because actually, no, we can't bolt a drag chain onto that. We can't bolt it onto that because that's going to come past it. But what we can do is the same again, an angle bolted up this end. Yeah, bolted here and bolted there, so it'd have to be a metre length of alley angle. We'll have a look at that. See some alternative ways. I think people do clips. I don't know. Yeah, because I was hoping we could use some of this to attach something to, but the drag chain's going to be, so you can attach one end of the drag train there, so it's fixed there and there. So there's an aluminium that's fixed and the drag chain sits in it, but it's attached to this, so when it coils up it just folds up like that along the drag chain. Then you've got to have enough arc on it to be able to arc the drag chain around. The bend back has got to be able to articulate. Right, anyway. So let's have another one of these. Call it new style gantry. New style gantry. Let's put this in the new style gantry. Is that everything? New style gantry. So hide that. Bring back the old one. Bring back both of them. Bring back the case. The case looks weird. This case is of no use to us at the minute, apart from a donor for the tube and the electronics. It's a donor. You could quite happily sit a 500 milliwatt laser on here and have a massive area to laser. Anyway, that's good enough for today. 3 hours 25, that'll be enough. Just some ideas to think about overnight. Craziness. Right, so you know what that's going to be. That's going to be it for today. It's the end of the weekend now. Back to work tomorrow. So back on tomorrow night with it. Alright then, bye for now, thanks for watching, catch you again.
The most logical course of action is to transport me to safety with all due urgency. This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
Then you will remain silent until further instructed.
Confirmed.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Rack, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually infinite. My secondary ability is to logically process that knowledge and make accurate predictions. Instructions are not needed if commands are succinct. That is better. Our relationship will be best served if your statements are free of ambiguity.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error.